Hi everyone, I want to talk about Superluck and the way he throws his kick and how he sets it up. I hope to create a two-part video breakdown. The first part is how he trained on the Thai pads and with his trainer, and the second is how he take what he has trained and put it into play. Now, how you can tell if someone's really good is if they are able to take their training and apply it on the day of the event or on the day of the fight. Over the weekend, Superluck fought for the 165, the kickboxing flyweight world championship belt for ONEFC, 165. Okay, so 165. It was in Japan, and he fought against Takeru. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyways, Takeru, if you watch the way he moves like a typical kickboxer. And Superluck, he moves more like a Muay Thai guy, but uniquely his own. And I'm going to show you how he does it. It's very different, and I'm going to break it down. So first, we're going to watch the way he does his Thai pad. And I'm going to show something that's kind of interesting that I do it, but not very often. But this is something that I'm going to try to get my students to do more. So here's the first part. Okay, so one thing I want to show is that he will throw his jab and then he'll bring it back. He very rarely throws his cross, and he keeps everything very linear. Number two, his front leg is very close to his body. Unlike in the West, where it's more like a triangle base, his is more like a rectangle base. So we're going to watch, and I want you to pay attention to his front foot. Okay, it's very, very different. Okay, so his front foot is always staying in the train track, okay, on the train track. And when he throws a kick, he very rarely steps out. That's how it's taught mostly in North America and the West, okay. And it's because we picked up Muay Thai. We don't have enough good Muay Thai trainers, so our base art is basically boxing, and then we add in the kicks. Okay, now with Muay Thai, the base, they have years of refinement, and so if you learn from different Muay Thai instructors, based on the different era, you will learn a different flavor of Muay Thai. Okay, so let's watch how narrow his base is. Okay. Okay, now watch his supporting leg right here. Okay. So he steps forward, but he does not step out. He steps on the train track, and he steps forward because his trainer moves backwards. Okay. And I want you to pay attention to his hand. He uses his hand to reinforce how much he needs to step in. Okay, now see this. Check this out. Okay, sometime if he senses that he's too close, or if he senses that he needs to drive a little bit more, he will take his front foot and he'll move it back. Okay, and then he will create kind of this weird hip motion where he kind of like suck in his hip, like his pelvis, and then he relaunch it. Okay, so I want you guys to pay attention to this part because he does it quite a bit when he fought against Takeru. Okay, so you see how he did it again? He would pull his leg back and then he'll come forward. See, he just did it again. So he just did it again. Boom. So he steps. Okay, watch again. Okay, he might do it again. So if the pad holder or his opponent's too close, he would not step forward. He would actually pull it back, and then he will suck in his stomach, and then he'll relaunch. Okay, I don't know if he's going to do that now, but that's what he did against Takeru. Okay, boom, there you go. Now, okay, so this is pretty clever right here. He's very good with his up and down back swing motion. Okay, and he did that on his fight. Now, right now he's just having fun. Let's watch again. Ooh. Okay, so this is in his fight. He very rarely did this. All right, but this is just a build. Okay, now watch again. Watch his front foot. He will step back. Okay, now watch the way he sits. it's very upright, okay? Okay, now watch the front foot. Okay, that knee was beautiful. He does that quite a bit. Watch, see how he pulled it back. Let's watch again. Okay, watch. He's gonna pull this leg back, the front leg. Well, there, he just pulled it back. Well, there, he just pulled it back again. Okay, now watch the little touch. Okay, that's something that I think people in North America and the West we don't do enough. Okay, now sometime on the day of the fight, what you need to do is you don't see with your eyes, you see with your hands. Okay, so you see, I call it a third eye. Now watch, he does this quite a bit. Whether he touch, boom. Whether he just brought his front leg back. Now we're gonna watch part 2. When he fought against Takeru, instead of touching, he threw the jab, because you can't just touch. You gotta like make your opponent respect you. So he'll touch with his jab, and all of a sudden low kick, touch, low kick. Okay, so let's watch again. Watch this front leg right here. This is very unique, and this style of fighting, I think, is definitely, you should employ it if you have a significant height advantage. Let's just say you're a tall, lanky girl or a tall, lanky guy, and you fight at a weight class where most of the guys are like shorter than you. You want to fight the style, okay? And when you watch the video breakdown of him versus Takeru, he very does boxing exchange, okay? Because he wants to stay within his strength, his expertise, okay? So he probably spent years developing the style of fighting, all right? Okay, so watch again. Boom. Okay, very nice. Now he does a very good job of like pressing in, and when there's a contact, there's a slight lean right here. This body leans. In the West, we do it very differently. We're more upright, and then we kind of push. Okay. Now these guys kind of like lean into it. So watch. Whether he leans into it. Now watch. See how he just did it again. I'll go back 10 seconds. Okay, so watch what he does. Wait there. He's going to step back. Boom. See, he just stepped back again. He just stepped back. He just stepped back. Boom. He just stepped back. Pop, pop, pop. He keeps everything straight. Now, what happens, because he favors that kick, that low kick. Watch, he does it again. Boom. See? He would pull it back. Right now, he's galloping with a shin block. Boom. See, he steps back. He doesn't step out in a 45 degrees, how it's usually taught in North America. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. Boom. Touch, boom. Very, very sharp. He very rarely throws hook because he doesn't want to misalign his roundhouse kick. Because when you throw a lead hook, your body sometimes over rotate, and then you have to bring your body back into alignment. Let's watch again. Watch the front foot. There you go. See, watch that front foot. He's gonna retract it and see how it's like. Now see how this kind of like this bowing motion right here. All right. So in North America, because we're more boxing, we tend to sit, and instead this guy, instead of sitting, he's kind of like bowing in like this. Okay, versus sitting up and down. Okay, so think of karate where you kind of sit down versus this way where it's kind of bowing in. Okay, so kind of very unique. See that? See this arc here? Okay. Boom. Boom. And see how he's touching with the jab. When we watch the fight that he has with Takeru, he does this a lot. He would throw literally 3 jabs in a row, then follow with a low kick. Or he'll throw 3 jabs and he'll wait for you to do something until a low kick. And he takes his time. Okay, watch how he steps back. Right there, see how he steps back each time? Boom. And see how you kind of like create this long elongated line. Okay, so what we're gonna do next is we're gonna watch Bas Rutten, how he teaches the roundhouse kick. Now what happened is this is how it's taught in North America, okay? And so let me see, where is it? Okay, here's it right here. So this is how it's usually taught, okay? And so I think these Thai boxers understand that, and they are exploiting it. So we're gonna make the screen bigger.
Then you come at a hook. Alright? So what you're gonna do is you start left hook, right hook.
Notice they do not move the front leg back, okay? They kind of like shift the weight into the front leg. Okay, that's how it's being taught in North America, the West. That's how I teach it. But Superluck, the way he does is very different, and I find it kind of unique, and I'm going to try to steal as much as I can from it. Okay, so let's watch.
Low kick. Then you come at a hook, cross, hook, right.
See that? He does not step back. Okay, so this is fine, but what happened is you end up doing boxing exchange and kickboxing. Now, if you don't want boxing exchange, it's very important to step back a little bit. That way, you pick the guy apart with the kick. Okay, let me turn down the sound here. See how it is not, and see how we tend to favor the cross into the roundhouse kick. Now with Superluck, he will throw the jab, 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 and then he'll flick the cross out there into a roundhouse kick, or he'll throw the cross, bring it back, sit back, okay, create that elongated motion, and then a roundhouse kick. So his kinetic chain's done a little bit differently. It's done off creating a kind of like cradling his hip back. Okay, so anyways, guys, please come back to watch the second part where we're going to watch and see how he employed everything he has done in his training session. Oh, there's one more thing I want to show. He likes to hide under his long guard, and I'm going to show how he does that. It's kind of cool, and in the fight he does it. He does it very well. Right there. Okay, let's watch again. So this is something that we don't do enough in the West. They kind of like push their feet back. Okay, they create this kind of like long straight line right here. Okay, so watch. See, the front leg goes back, and then he re-penetrate forward again. So kind of different. Okay, and then I'm going to show how he hides underneath the long guard when he's in trouble. He does not favor boxing exchange. He favors riding out the storm into a low kick. See how he does it? See how he pulls his body back? Let me see. I want to find the part where he does the long guard. Right there, very nice. Let's watch this long guard here. He brings his shoulder up, and then he does a long guard, and then he kind of like to create a turtle. Boom. Right there. Now watch. See how his shoulder is up and his body's down. That's very high level here. Not enough beginners and intermediate fighters do this. Okay, when you find yourself in trouble, you actually want to be like a turtle. You want to hide your neck, bring your shoulder up, and you want to create a long guard. Now the problem with the long guard is you expose your body, but what he does is he stands far back enough where he punishes you with low kicks. Now if you do just boxing and you can't kick back, then the long guard, it's good, but it might not be the default strategy to use, okay? But he defaults to that quite a bit. Okay, so let's watch. Whether he just did it, okay? Watch the long guard right here. Now you see how he's monitoring. This is something that a lot of beginners don't do enough. It's the monitoring. And so when you monitor, you always want to make sure that your palm is above your opponent's palm, okay? And you develop sensitivity that way. Right there. See that long guard? He just did it. Boom. Very beautiful motion, traditional Muay Thai. Swings his hand back. Okay, everything comes across. He's glancing, chin down. Have this really nice motion. His toes off the ground. His heels off the ground. Ooh, very nice sway back. Okay. That's that little pop, exaggerated pop. Okay, let's watch the long guard again. One more time. He's touching. See how he just did it? See how he did it? He did the long guard. Let's watch again. Right there. See how he kind of like shift his weight and put his weight in the back. And in other words, in the West, we're taught maybe 50, maybe 60-40. Okay. Now what he does is he glides along and then he'll shift his weight all the way back. So now the back leg is 70 and the front leg is 30% supporting the leg. And then he'll create this long, elongated motion and he'll shift it forward. All right. With it, boom. With it, ooh, very nice. Boom, boom. Right, nice long guard, boom. See, watch. I like the way he floats out. Okay, never feels like he's in trouble. Long guard, right there. Then he kind of like step in, right? But he steps and he stays on the train track. In the West, we're taught to step out of the train track, you know what I mean? But he steps right into train track. Now, the reason why he can do that is that he keeps a little bit farther back than usual. Now, if he's a little bit too close, he will take his front foot and step back, and then re-step forward again just before he throws the kick. So watch. All right, so watch. We'll fast forward there. Right there. Now watch. Right there. See, he felt he was too close, so he backs away. Okay, so he does kind of this L step back. Boom, boom. Right there. See how he's always stepping back with his front supporting leg. Boom, boom. All right, guys. This is a rough edit. I might do a better edit. Please come back. I hope to do a breakdown of his fight against Takeru and how he implemented everything he's trained.